It's hard not to make it rain when I'm on cloud nine. I can't do the ridge, you gotta have a loud time. The shit I hit a home run, you stuck on the foul line. Now it's about time to light another one. Rare breed, weed fiend. I think I might discover one. My girl like the one I'm super down to make me love alone. So I told her roll another sweet so I can hook her on. I'm on some more shit consistently. I smoke the herb, the shit got me higher than the turd. Pressure about the bird. Feel the pressure to be sure that I don't fall back down to earth. Just went through the stratosphere and lifted past the atmosphere. Call it like a summer, and that's no lie. Even on factory, the only way I ride is high. No need for 10-3 blunts of the Hindu. Sitting behind glass, but you can't see me through the window. Verbally shitting on niggas, smoking.
What up? What up, my guys? Welcome to another show, man. Wednesday here, October 29th, 2025, man. We are live and well. It's all positive vibes. We are gonna have story time with Jay. Also going to go over some winning comments from yesterday's on the show, man. I just said it's something new I want to start doing. You guys make sure you drop your comments. I'll be checking them out as well. I mean, there's a few trolls out there, but it's all good. I know if there's 100,000 people that if it's 1 million people that love you, it's gonna be at least 100,000 that hate you, man. But I really wish people would keep it to themselves. But regardless of that, there are some people that had some really great picks yesterday. My guy, or it may have been a woman, but Queens RO came through. Did have Knicks minus the spread that one lost, but had the Kings +2.5 and Heat minus the spread as well. Also, Kevin Quan and SY Force 4727 said he liked Alex Sarr +375 for his double and that one cashed as well. P Crypto 4476 says he wanted Hornets Wizards over the first quarter 62.5. That one flew over as well. Lawrence Kaplan would say he was on Bucks +2.5. Definitely was a good look. Team Cap Whisperer was on Warriors +2 there. And S. Warrior said he wanted Heat team total over 122.5. He had Hornets under 116.5. Unfortunately, that one went over last bucket of the game, man. Few more here. Let's see here. Esral said he was on Warriors first quarter as well, and I think that's about it. Someone else had a really good look as well. Oh, Jail 0106 was on best bet Warriors +2 and on the money line. That's a casher as well, man. So you can put the comments, you can put them in the comments on the live show, but also I'm talking about after the show is over, put them where everyone that's even going back and watching it can see it, and that's where also I can see it for the next day as well, man. So you could definitely put them in this comment section, but also after the show as well. You want to put them there. Now, story time with Jay. And like I say, I mean, the story yesterday, I still think it was a great story. This is all real life shit as well, real things, just trying to help people, you know what I'm saying, whether it's motivation or whether it's just a story, funny story, or just letting you know what I'm saying, how I became Jay Money, man. But yesterday I knew it was a little bit on the negative side, so that's why I didn't even want to have anything official yesterday. But let's get to it today. Really great story today, man. This is something that actually happened to me, which all this shit's actually happened to me. So this is a shoe right here. Let me see if y'all can see it. They're beaters now, but these are the Gamma 11s. Shout out to Michael Jordan as well. He is the absolute GOAT. That's if you check out my Twitter, there's the NBC over halftime, the little talk that they have with him. It's the reason why he's just talking on load management. But these are the Gamma 11s. These are shoes that I've had for 12 years. Obviously, they're beaters now. I mean, I wore them when they were looking good. I wore them to start working in them, play basketball in them, everything. I will never get rid of these shoes. I don't care what. I will hoard these shoes. These have a very deep meaning to me right here. So the day that they came out, December 21st, 2013. If you guys remember, you had to back then you had to get like a raffle ticket, but you can pay someone from the Foot Locker or Champs or whatever for the raffle ticket. So I paid $75 to get guaranteed that I could get the shoes, right? So it could go for a long story short, but we have games to talk about. Long story short, I'm going to get my shoes. I'm almost late to work. I'm working at the American Airlines Center, guys. If you guys know Dallas, I'm living in Pleasant Grove off of John West. So I'm exiting I'm going off Joe Wilson to get off, literally exiting Joe Wilson, and I'm going to getting off the freeway. Right, I work at the American Airlines Center, but I have to go to Redbird Mall to go and get the shoes before I get to work. It's kind of raining, you know what I'm saying? I had just got this Crown Vic, man, like a money green Crown Vic 2003. It was lovely. You see what I'm saying? This one we rode Crown Vics. Um, Man, I'm driving. Didn't really know. I was still young then. Didn't really know that my tires were a little bald. I needed new tires. So it's kind of raining, kind of sprinkling. I'm speeding. I'm doing like 50 or 60 when I'm about to get on the freeway, right? So I'm getting on the freeway and my car just loses control. Like I literally just turned just a little to get on the freeway, but my car loses control. Um, Man, all I remember is just me starting to spin, right? Spin out of control. And then my car hit the back of the pillar that's holding up the freeway. No lie to you. I'll show you guys. I wanted to pull up my Facebook, but I mean, I wasn't gonna do all that. So I'm sure you guys can see this was my car right here. This was my 2003 Crown Vic. This was me, and you can even see the water on the ground as well. This was my car. I hit the back of the pillars that literally hold up the freeway. Man, I was lucky to walk away from that. Also, I have arthritis in my back forever from that. I remember my seat was like back and it was like cocked to the side. My back will forever be messed up. I believe it's L2, L3. I have arthritis in between there. So my back will forever be messed up. I've had injections, all that, but I did walk away from that. I was out of work for a couple of days. One day, I didn't go to work that day. I was back at work. I think I didn't go the next day either, but I went after that. I had little neck, I had whiplash or whatever, but this is true story. I mean, as you can see with the picture, this happened to me. I was in the car by myself. I remember I got the car towed to my apartment, all this stuff. It was leaking fluid. I ended up selling it to a guy for $500. He ended up rebuilding the car like pretty much from the back, and because the front, the motor and everything was still good, but it was the whole back of it, man. So honestly, that's just one instance, like how I'm lucky to be here. You know what I'm saying? There's plenty of instances where I probably shouldn't even be here talking to you, and that's a fact. So as we get onto the season, I'll start telling more stories. It's all factual shit. It's stuff that's actually happened to me. You see what I'm saying? And it's shaped me and molded me to be the guy that I am today, man. So it's all positive vibes. We're not gonna get emotional, but I was lucky to walk away from that, and it also kind of pertains to my play today as well, guys. So as always, trying to get this cash, man. It's all love. I appreciate everybody that continues to bring positive vibes every day, whether we win, whether we lose. I know that there's young guys out there that like are betting $10, $20 or like in college, and they have to win every single bet. That's not going to happen, guys. I honestly, one of the worst things I hate is seeing the next day is someone coming back, oh, we lost a bet the day before, especially when I've won other bets and you never say anything about me winning, but you're going to say something about me losing. It's the absolute worst thing that you could do, especially when someone's coming on here giving free picks and time out of their lives where they could be doing anything, guys. So that's just some real shit right there, man. But it's crazy because I had a green car and I ran into a pillar, and that kind of brings me to this game today. Let's go over here to the streets of Boston here. We got the Celtics getting 3.5 points at the house versus the Cavs. I mean, I know that the Cavs don't have Darius Garland. We got to understand something, though, guys. The Cavs were owned by the Celtics for a while. We know that the Cavs were down. The Celtics were good. Now the Cavs are back, and not last year, but the year before that, the Celtics put them out of the playoffs as well, man. They beat them 4-2 over there. So last year, the Celtics and the Cavs pretty much traded off every game. The Cavs did go 3-1 against the spread. Celtics won the first one in Boston. Cavs won the second one in Cleveland. Then the Cavs went to Boston, beat them in Boston. And then the last game matchup of the season, the Celtics did beat the Cavs in Cleveland. A lot of those games, they pretty much had Garland, had Strus. They had a few of those, but Tatum pretty much played in every one of those games. And Tatum, did pretty well versus the Cavs. One of those games, he had 46 points. Now, they did lose to the Cavs there, but Tatum seemed like he was just a matchup nightmare for the Cavs, and obviously he's not out there. They obviously had Drew Holiday as well to lock up either Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland. They don't have that. Now, the Celtics are not a bad team. I'll tell you that right now. They're not a bad team. We saw them still go and beat the Pelicans over there, which, those are mainly a fourth quarter in my opinion. But regards to that, I like the Cavs today. Obviously, would I like to have Darius Garland? You damn right. But this is the green car running into a pillar, and the pillars are Evan Mobley and Jared Allen down low. We know where the Celtics struggle, and that's defending the paint. Any type of athletic bigs you have, you're going to give the Celtics fits out there. That's just these are just facts. This is not a fan of any team or any player. We're just trying to win money here. So I think that the Cavs this year are even a worse matchup for the Celtics. They know that they've been owned by this team. This is their chance to kick the Celtics while they're down. I know that they're away, but you see the Cavs slowly but surely starting to pick up steam. We know that Donovan Mitchell and these guys play really well in the regular season. For whatever reason, they treat the regular season like it's the playoffs. And I really think that they see that green over there, and they really don't like this team. This was one of their arch rivals for a while now, and now this is their time to beat up on them as well, man. So Celtics still have a good team. I like Anthony Simons. I like Jaylen Brown, like Derek White as well. And like I say, I think and Pritchard as well. These guys are going to have to go bunkers from three to have a chance to win this game. Is it possible? Guys, it's very possible. This is basketball. This is the new age NBA. Celtics take a lot of threes. If they're making them, sure, they could win this game. But if the Cavs are playing great defense or getting to the paint, attacking to the paint, I think there's plenty of pathways for them to win this game by double digits. Evan Mobley, absolute matchup nightmare for the Celtics here, and also Jared Allen down low as well, man. So we need Donovan Mitchell to put his cape on. I like that double-double for Mobley. I'm pretty sure it's a minus before that, but I like that double-double for Mobley. But just matchup-wise, I think the Cavs come out here and wipe the floor with the Celtics. I know that they lost their first home game, but like I said, this just is not the same Celtics team this year, man. So they're going to have to go bunkers from three. Other than that, I really like this play. I'm on Cavs minus the 3.5 in this particular game. And like I say, we're rocking with the big brother here that's had plenty of years of revenge. They are not going to feel sorry that the Celtics do not have their guys as well. You want to stump on them while they're down. And so I'm rocking with the Cavs here today, minus 3.5 as my play of the day. Let's go over here to the streets of Brooklyn in this one, man. Nets getting 8 at the crib. Don't really have much on it. Honestly, like I say, some of these games I don't even have much on, so I'm not gonna waste your time. But I only have one play today so far, and that's the Cavs. This one, I want no parts of the Nets. It's really that simple now. Hawks still need to figure some things out. They're not playing defense. They're one of those teams that we just need to figure out, man. We need to figure out when they're going to turn up and when they're going to turn down. And until I figure it out, I'm just going to stay off of them. The Hawks should win this game. They're only 1-3. The Nets are 0-4. Which I'm sure they're loving that they're 0-4. They do not want to win games. But just like the roster, other than Cam Thomas, don't really like anything that I see on it. And he's even going back to where, like, I'm not passing the ball. What his last game, he had 40-some points and 0 assists. So he's getting back to that Cam Thomas to where, so the last game he only had 9 points. But it had to have been the game before that. He had like 40 points. So let me see, versus the he had 41 points versus the Spurs, 0 assists, and 0 personal fouls. I don't like that. I'm sorry. That's not like, that's good. Some of these guys are professional scorers, but they're not professional basketball players, if that makes sense. So I know in today's NBA, all you need to be is a professional scorer. If this was like in the 90s, 2000s, you need to be a professional basketball player. You need to rebound, assist, play defense, foul sometimes, play with some physicality. That's like the most new age NBA shit I've ever seen. 41 points, 0 personal fouls, which means you're not playing any defense, 0 assists as well. No, but as an offensive scorer, you like Cam Thomas. Other than that, not really a lot to like over there. Like I say, they could get blown away in this one. I'm not going to be taking the Nets here. I know that it's a Hawks or nothing spot. I just need to see enough for them before I know that I can lay 8 with them on the road. But they should win this game, in my opinion. If you want to throw them with something else, hey, I'm not going to talk you off. But I know for sure, like the Nets, they're just not something. That's not something that you want to be wasting your money on this year. They're going to get some covers. You're damn right. Are they going to come out sometimes first quarter, first half? You're right. As far as full game, you don't want to be messing with teams like this, man, in my opinion. Let's go over here to the streets of Toronto in this one. Raptors getting 5.5 at the crib versus the Rockets in this one. You have a dynamic here where you have a team in the Rockets who don't really have a guard. They have a ton of centers and just long, lengthy guys, just large wingspan. And then you have the Raptors who have probably they're the team that has the guards. The Raptors don't really have any bigs. Jakob Poeltl's doubtful. And I believe I saw the beat writer say it's somebody, they have one guy, and then other than that, everybody else is shorter than 6'9". Whereas you look at the Rockets, everybody's them near 6'9" and up that start. You see what I'm saying? So I don't want the Raptors, man. The Raptors, they're an all right team. It's just, man, I'm telling you, some of these teams in the NBA, it's probably 6 to 8 teams where they are so erratic and you just don't know what you're going to get from them. And it's because they pick and choose when they play defense. Raptors roster with Poeltl in there is not a horrible defensive team, man, but for whatever reason, they're just not playing. Like, you can't be giving up 139 points to the Mavs. Not this version of the Mavs, man. But they've also had games where they kept it close versus the Bucks as well, and also went and beat the Hawks outright as well, put up 138 on them. So, honestly, the Raptors are just too much of an inconsistent team for me to bet on them. I think that the Rockets really have aspirations this year. They should win this game. I don't want to trust them to bet on them. It's that simple, man, because like I said, they don't really have who is that? Who is that right there? But regards to that, man, come on. Sometimes I can't even be looking at the comments because it be tripping me out, but it's probably a fake profile picture anyway, man. But for this game, I could only look towards the Rockets. Heavily lean Rockets minus the 5.5 in this one. I do think they should win this game. The series as they're taking this season, they should win it. They're definitely going to smash on the rebounds. You definitely want to look at some rebound props for the Rockets as well, man. They're going to absolutely own the boards here quickly. Looks like he's a little bit overpaid. RJ Barrett, they don't know what the hell they want to do with them. And also from a scheduling spot as well, I don't like that the Raptors just played 2 road games. So their first game of the season, road game in Atlanta. Then they come home for 1 game, 2 more on the road. Then they come home for this 1 game. Then they play another road game versus the Cavs. So this is in my notes for full season games. I have this written down like as a sandwich home game. It's like you leave your bags packed at the door because you're leaving right after this as well. You see what I'm saying? So the Rockets definitely need to catch back up. That's a fact. So in these particular games, I could only look towards the Rockets. And like I say, as far as defense and rebounding, they're a much better team here. They just need to muster up enough offense. But if the Raptors keep playing that BS defense, it's going to happen here, man. It's going to happen. So Rockets, only way that I could look at in this particular game. Let's go over to the streets of Chicago in this one, man. Chi-Town, Bulls, land 5 at the crib. Man, what a wonderful spot for the Kings yesterday. That's why I say sometimes you don't even look at the team name. You just look at the spot, especially scheduling spot. And some of these teams is just like you have to take them in that particular spot, man. But in this game, the Kings they did own the Bulls, but now you got 2 guys that used to play for the Bulls that's coming back for them, and that's DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine here, man. So I wanted the Kings to win that game yesterday. I was going to be all over the Bulls. It was at minus 3.5. With them losing like that kind of messes things up because they're still hungry. They're only 1-3 on the season with only 1 game, only 1 win coming by 1 point here. But this is still back-to-back with travel, 3rd game in 4 nights, 4th game in 6 nights as well, and where you have the Bulls sitting with a rest advantage here, man. They hadn't played a single back-to-back so far this year, and they had 2 days off between their first game and their second game as well. They hadn't had to travel anywhere. They're at the house, 3-0 straight up, 3-0 against the spread. Should they be laying 5 here? That I'm not totally sure. Like, it's still a bad spot for the Kings, but I want to make this clear. You want them to be coming off of a win. You want them to be coming in a little bit fat and happy, where it's like, oh, okay, the sense of urgency not necessarily there. When teams continue to lose games, especially with a young coach who I'm not sure if Christie's going to make it throughout the season. So we should have fired Mike Brown, but whole different conversation. They're still hungry, so it's a little bit different here. I know that the Bulls have been hooping, but also, like, when are they going to come back down to earth? We know that shit's going to come back as well. You see what I'm saying? We got some guys in the chat liking Kings money line, and my guy liking Kings money line as well. So we definitely going to have to give y'all a shout out for that. But also, mentality-wise, we know DeRozan and Levine going to want to come back and show out. You see what I'm saying? We know this for sure. Both of them are going to want to come back and show out. The Kings aren't a horrible team. They can match up with the Bulls here, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wanted Bulls here, but I also thought that the Kings were going to win. The fact that they pissed it away and let the Thunder get their win, that just makes them even a little bit more pissed off. So this game could go either way. But I can say, man, I don't like the Bulls as much as I would have if I would have if the Kings would have won. But still not the best of spots. It's supposed to be a bet against spot as far as the rest disadvantage. That's the advantage for the Bulls here, in my opinion. But Bulls, if I'm not mistaken, every other game they've been getting points. I don't think they've laid points so far. They've been the underdog every time this year. And I'm telling you, some of these teams are just like this. They play scrappy as a dog. Oh, you want to disrespect us? All right. But then let them be laying some points where you're expected them to win by some. I'm not there yet to where I want to lay it with them, in my opinion, man. So Markel says over. Macho says he likes Kings first quarter there. And then he says they like a Kings money line in the chat, man. Kings money line in the chat. So if they did, it wouldn't surprise me one bit. I don't want to trust the Bulls land points. They look good, but now we're asking them to win with a price. DeRozan, Levine, they're going to have a little extra motivation here. Let's go over to the streets of Dallas here, man. What the hell is going on with my phone, bro? What the hell? It keeps vibrating and shit, man. Let's go over to the streets of Dallas, D-Town. I used to work at the American Airlines Center, man. It was a good 5 years, man. That was a fun 5 years of my life working at the American Airlines Center. But here they are laying 6 at the crib. 2 of the walking wounded teams. Carlisle has came back with the Pacers and been handing Dallas L's, man. He has. The Pacers are 7-3 straight up in their last 10 matchups versus the Mavs. They've won their last 3 games in Dallas as well. But like, this is not a spot that I could look towards the Pacers. I know this line is coming down. I know that the Mavs are like, they be bullshitting. You see what I'm saying? That's a fact. They be bullshitting. But let's look at the injury report. Bro, the Pacers got damn near a whole starting 5 out, bro. And it's crazy because like the Mavs, they don't have guards. Well, they still got they need to play Hardy. They need to play Jaden Hardy more, man. I don't care. They need to play Jaden Hardy a little bit more. D'Angelo Russell, even though he's a streaky guy, you're gonna have to play him. You signed him, and he don't the guards you got on the fucking team. You gotta just play the guards. If they trash, like you just go. It is what it is. At least they can handle the ball. But the Pacers, they don't have guards or bigs. They don't have guards or bigs. Now, they have some guys like, I know the guy Ray J, I think it's like Dennis or Davis come out the bench. He could play some good defense. They have some young guys, you know what I'm saying? Huff, Ben Shepherd, Isaiah Jackson. They have guys that's like not too bad, but they're going to need Neesmith and Siakam to score a lot of points, man. They're going to need Siakam to, and thing is, they're having Siakam having to handle the ball a little bit more. And as you see, he's not a ball handler like that. Like, he can't be running the offense. Can he get a bucket? You damn right. But when it comes to him handling the ball, you see it. He's losing the ball and shit. Like, you're asking people that's not their strength. You're making it to be their strength. I don't like it here, man. Mavs, even though this line's going down from 7.5 to 6, it's the only way that even you should be looking in this one. I know that the Pacers have not won a single game. You look at it, the Mavs hadn't had to travel anywhere. Every single one of their games have been at the house, man. So this is just they're comfortable at the crib, man. Let me see. They really trying to look out for their number one pick, man, to start this season. This is the 5th straight home game to start the season. Now they do hit out on the road after this, but 5 straight home games to start the season, my guys. So, and they go to Detroit and Houston after that, and they might lose both of those games. So this is a pretty big spot for the Mavs. They should want to win this game. Obviously, Kidd should want to win this one versus Carlisle as well. I know Anthony Davis got downgraded to probable. Derek Lively's doubtful, and Gaffer's doubtful as well. But still, man, in this particular spot, going up against this version of the Pacers, Toppin out, Nimhart out, TJ McConnell, Benedict Mathurin is out as well, man. It's just like it's starting to be a little too many guys. This is on top of not having Halliburton. So the Pacers are literally a shell of themselves, man. They've played the Mavs really well. They're absolutely shell of themselves. This could be another one. Now, also that Cooper Flagg has a left shoulder injury. He does have a left shoulder injury, because I was about to say, I want to take some Cooper Flagg props. He says that the shoulder is fine, but it's probably going to bother him. This should be a game where Cooper Flagg continues to like build, you know what I'm saying, shine a little bit more. I don't know what's going to stop him. He can get to the rim at ease. You're starting to see him getting a little bit more comfortable. He had a major dunk in the last game as well. Even though they lost it, he had a major dunk. The Mavs actually played the Thunder really tough, in my opinion, man. So heavily lean to Mavs minus the 6 in this particular game, man, to be perfectly honest with you. So let's go over here to the streets of Utah in this one. Really fascinating game. Shout out to the Blazers, man. Shout out to the Blazers. They made me some money so far this season. I ain't gonna lie to you. I love this team, and they're 4-0 against the spread. Both teams undefeated against the spread. One of them has to come to an end, though. I'm looking at this game back and forth last night. I know who the better team is. Now we got to understand the Jazz. They're supposed to be the worst team in the league, which they started off this season 2-1 with some really good wins, man. Some really good wins, because that one versus the Suns, even though they let them come back, the fact that they eked that one out in overtime and ended up winning the game really showed me some. I was watching it. Lauri Markkanen looks very comfortable as well. Now he is coming off a 51-point performance. And I don't like that here, because he's going to have a major letdown here. The Blazers play defense. The Blazers, they play defense. The offense might sputter sometimes. They don't really know who to go to. Might have some spurts where they go without scoring like they did versus the Clippers. But this team plays really hard on the defensive end. If they do this all year, they'll at the very least be in the play-in tournament, because people don't like when you play really tough defense on them. It gets them out, especially these days when these players are soft as hell. You playing defense all over them, they don't like that. They crying to the refs, they crying to their wives, and all the coaches all want to review. No, they don't like that. It gets you flustered, and it's the same thing with younger kids as well, man. No one likes really tight defense being played on them. So the Blazers really just come out and punch some teams in the mouth. I'll tell you what I want to do in this game. I want to take Blazers first half, because there's a very strong possibility that they could run out of gas in the second half of this game. That's the only thing. You see what I'm saying? That you are playing in altitude. Let me see. It's still, because remember, they just had a back-to-back third game at fourth and sixth nights. So this is still their fourth game in 6 nights, and still third straight road game as well. You see what I'm saying? So, and they are playing in altitude. Now, the Jazz aren't playing in a fourth game in 6 nights, and they hadn't had to travel anywhere. So when it comes to the full game, they do have a little bit of an advantage. I know what the Blazers are going to do. They're going to come out and try to punch them in the mouth early. And the Jazz aren't going to be used to that defense. They've been getting wide open threes at the crib. They're not getting them this game. The Jazz only hope is that the Blazers run out of gas in this one. So Blazers first quarter, first half should be the look here, because that's when they're going to have the most energy. That's when they're going to have the most wind as well. Lauri Markkanen will not go off in this game. He's going to have Kamar all over him. He's going to have Klingon down low to defend the paint. It's a totally different team than the Suns, and they still almost let the Suns come back and beat them. So we are still seeing vulnerabilities for the Jazz here. Also, I believe that it's Kessler fouls too much. You see Nurkic, he's questionable here. They could possibly hurt because they like playing Kessler, Markkanen together. Nurkic come off the bench. See what I'm saying? So this I've been looking at this game back and forth. I want to find some type of way to get on the Blazers here because I know that obviously they're definitely the better team. And they play defense. The Jazz, they want to chunk up a bunch of threes, and they use their home court advantage, the high altitude at their disposal. But they're not a bad team. But I know that the Blazers are much better defensively. They're going to fluster the Jazz as well, and I know that they're going to bring the defense, man. So whether that's taking some Jazz team total unders in some type of way, but I Blazers. First half is speaking to my heart, but honestly, I hadn't bet it yet. To be perfectly honest with you, I hadn't bet anything in this game, but I want to find some type of way to get on the Blazers, man. Love Denny Avila, Kamara, clinging, balling. He started to step out shooting threes. He can defend the paint. He's on the pace. Shannon Sharp will attack the paint. He's going to draw fouls on Markkanen and Kessler. It's a fact. And then obviously you got Drew Holiday, who's running the team. Just, you know what I'm saying? They got guys like Jeremy Grant coming off the bench. I think Thibault is Matisse Thibault. I don't know why. Just like he's like bro Dyson Daniels. He's out there for defense. He's gonna get steals. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm thinking. Blazers first half, but honestly, I know that the Jazz have an advantage at the crib. So right now, I'm off of it. Not gonna lie to you, but I know that the Blazers are gonna bring the defense. I know how they play, and I'm really loving what I'm seeing from them here, man. Let's go over to the streets of Denver here. Nuggets land 12.5 points at the crib versus the Pelicans. Need to wait for Zion. There's really not even much to say about this game. Need to wait for Zion because for whatever reason, when Zion comes to Denver or even when he plays the Nuggets, he has a ball. I don't know if he sees his fellow fat guy over there and it's like, you know what, let me go and hoop, which both of them can ball. They are a little bigger, but Zion not so much anymore, man. But for whatever reason, the Pelicans have had some chances. Like they've had times where they've covered spreads, especially in this point spread range versus the Nuggets, whether it was in Denver or in New Orleans, man. They're still just the Nuggets are 7-3 straight up, but the Pelicans are 5-5 against the spread in their last 10 matchups. So, and also, do we want to play with the Nuggets here when we can see them? We've seen them come out bullshitting with teams. They did it versus the Wolves. There's no way they should have been down 7 or 8 points at the half. So the Nuggets are going to pick and choose their spots where they just want to win the game and they just want to get out of there. You see what I'm saying? They're going to pick their times where they're going to really turn up, and they're going to pick and choose their spots where they just kind of go through the motions and win the game. And this could be one of those spots. So I know that the Nuggets are in a total different stratosphere than the Pelicans, but the reason why I don't play big spreads, especially in today's NBA, especially when all the money is on one side, there's just too much room for this team to win the game, which is what they want to do, and not cover the spread for, you know what I'm saying, the bettors, and when it's all the money on them. And it's going to be more than 70% on the Nuggets tonight. That's just what's going to happen. You see what I'm saying? It's just, well, now, can they still do it? It's very possible. But like I said, if Zion plays, I could see the Pelicans being a little feisty in this one and keeping this game close. I don't think they'll win. But when you're talking about the Nuggets having to win by 13, right now, defensively, I don't think they're there to where I want to lay 13 points with them. And, I mean, who knows when they tell Jokic, hey, make sure you don't win this shit by 10 points. What's up, my guy Swings? That's a fact. It is us against the bookies. Josh came through, say like Bruin over 12.5 points, sprinkle on the 2+ threes at plus 315. That's not a bad play as well. No, that's a fact. That's a fact, my guy. He said, follow LJ's advice. He's going to take Jokic to get a triple-double, plus 135. Let me see. Yes, only look towards overs right now. That's a fact. Only look towards overs right now. That's a fact, man. Let's get over here to so this one, Pelicans or nothing. Let's get to this one. Let's go to the streets of Minnesota here. Wolves with almost an immediate revenge game. They're laying 7.5 versus the Lakers. I'm not laying. I know that they're without Luka Doncic, but and some other guys as well. I know Jackson Hayes is questionable. Do we want to lay 7.5 with the Grizzlies though, without Anthony Edwards? You know what I'm saying? So Julius Randle will get buckets here. That's a fact. And also kind of can't forget Lakers still got playoff revenge as well. So I do think that Wolves win this game, I don't want to trust them laying 7.5. This is their third straight home game. So this probably should be a spot where it's like Wolves first quarter for them to come out with revenge, with some defensive mentality as well. I know Julius Randle. I feel like we should be looking towards Julius Randle props in this particular game. I feel like we should be looking at Julius Randle props because Julius Randle has been going crazy. I know my homie was like, man, Julius Randle trash. I'm like, bro, he's not the same guy with the Knicks. Like, I know people, sometimes you got to give a guy a different chance. With the Knicks, he was trash. And he also said he was smoking a lot of weed. Like, it was depressing for him to live in New York. Obviously, he had injuries and stuff, but I mean, I'd be depressed living in New York City too, man. All them fucking honking and doing all these weird ass stuff. No disrespect to the city, but it ain't for people like me. I know people love it there, but I wouldn't even live downtown in the city I'm in. You see what I'm saying? I like my peace and quiet, man. But Julius Randle is not trash anymore. He's actually a effing baller. You see what I'm saying? Randle been going stupid. And points and rebounds over 31.5, he's going over that. He's going over that. No disrespect to New York. It's not my opinion. That's just my personal opinion. I'm not saying it's a fact. You see what I'm saying? It's not a fact, but y'all a different breed up there. But everywhere got their own thing. You see what I'm saying? But I couldn't even live downtown here. Honking, ambulance, police, all that shit. No. Look like it's Halloween every day. No, we ain't doing that. Randall's going over his 31.5 points and rebounds. He's doing it. Jared Allen, 10 plus rebounds, plus 150. You're cashing that one. They honking right now. Halloween. He say he can't trust Randall. This ain't New York Randall, bro. I'll tell you that right now. He going up against the team that drafted him. Who gonna stop him? First, DeAndre, hey man, stop it. They better hope Jackson Hayes play. If Hayes don't play, who the hell is stopping Randall from bully ball? Stop it. I mean, maybe they could put Jared Vanderbilt on him, maybe, but Randall's going crazy, and he going crazy again tonight as well. Wolves should win. I don't know if they're gonna cover 7.5, but DiVincenzo. You probably want to look at his threes, and then Julius Randle points and rebounds. Yes, sir. Liking that. And then last game, Grizzlies Suns, saw that Dylan Brooks was out. For whatever reason, Devin Booker always has a good game versus the Grizzlies. I don't know who said something to him. I would look at Devin Booker's points and assists in this game. I know they said something was like 29.5, 30, but I also think Jalen Green's going to come back. That's why I think that Dylan Brooks was like, you know what, I'm going to sit this one out. We're going to let Green come back. Now, he'll probably be on a minutes restriction. He'll probably be a little rusty, but I'll tell you this right now. The Grizzlies have won 5 straight versus the Suns. They won 5 straight games. Last year, they won all 4. So you do get the dynamic of the Suns with quadruple revenge, losing every single matchup versus the Grizzlies last year. Every game was close. Grizzlies won by 5. They won by 7. They went to overtime in Memphis. Finished. I think I remember they should have won that game. Grizzlies end up winning by 3. And then the last matchup in Memphis, they won by 2. So for whatever reason, they've been really close games, man. So if the Suns did eat this one out, would surprise me. I mean, the Suns, they are trash, but I mean, we see the Grizzlies. I don't like the way they play defense. They played good versus the Warriors for a little while, but I just defensively, like overall, I don't like the way the team is coached. I don't like the way they play defense. I don't like the way they run offense. It's just like I don't really like anything about the Grizzlies until like I said, they will get better, guys. This is just the form of the Grizzlies that we're seeing right now. But when they get guys like Zach Edey back, Ty Jerome, Scottie Pippen Jr., for sure, their defense will be a lot better. Brandon Clark, Santi Aldama, Santi Aldama and Vince Williams are questionable today. But Brandon Clark, Edey, Ty Jerome, and Pippen, like those, they need each one of those guys, man. But like I say, if they play the way they did versus the Warriors, they'll win this game with ease. But I know that the Suns are pretty much the same team. Both of them are just average teams, got one superstar. Pick and choose when they want to play defense. Both of them got new coaches. You see what I'm saying? They're literally the same team. This is a 1-800 Gamblers game. This is a 1-100 gambler game, in my opinion, man. So Prodigy say he likes Suns on the money line. He say he likes Suns on the money line, man. So Jalen Duren over the points, can't trust. Yeah, man, it's too much negativity around some of this stuff, man. So, but let's get out of here, my guys. One play for me today, and I think I also will just like toward on this segment. I think I'm just going to give out just the play of the day, and then the other plays will be into the games, which are chopped up as well. So if you got questions or something about a game, it will be chopped up. Sometimes I will be taking out certain games where I just don't really have a good feel for. Probably should have took out Grizzlies versus Suns, man. But been on here 40 minutes. Me starting to do the story time starts to get cut into me trying to do the 30-minute show. But regards to that, I'm not here to waste your time. If you did miss the story time, go back and check it out. It kind of goes with my play of the day, the green crown Vic going into the pillars, and that's kind of like the Celtics running into unstoppable object. No, what is it? Some force going into an unstoppable object. Regards to that, they're running to the pillars tonight. I'm rocking with Cavs minus the 3.5. There are some props that we talked about that I possibly might sprinkle on, but I know one side for me today is my play of the day, and that's the Cavs minus the 3.5, man. If I have more picks, then I will post them in the members chat, man. It's all love. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Everybody that has positivity, that brings positivity to the show, I really appreciate you. If you're watching someone, they're giving out free picks and free time, you should want to bring them positivity. You don't want to bring them negativity. If they're positive, then if everything's, all the energy's right, you could just literally go to a show and watch people's picks. If they like, I could be up researching all night, and you guys may not have to spend any time on it. You can just come on here and watch me and still win with me. How good is that? Why would you want to bring bad energy to somebody, man? So it's all positive vibes. And I just wanted to say that, like, you should want to bring positive energy. If you have plays, post them in the comments after the show. You might put me on to something that I want to play or something. You see what I'm saying? So I'm looking at the comments, I'm replying to comments, and also the people with the good plays. We're bringing them back up on the show the next day as well, man. So it's all positive vibes. It's all love. Let's get this cash today. We got work to do, and we out.